Hello again. I'm here to do another book review. This is for Otherworld by Jason Segel and Kirsten Miller. This is one of my November reads this month for young adult books. I picked this book up because it dealt with virtual reality and I loved Ready Player One. I really like Warcross. I thought, okay, here's another world I can get into, and this is appropriate to be done on Thanksgiving because this book is a turkey. I am giving this book 2.5 stars. There were a lot of mixed reviews on this book, but I still wanted to give it up my own shot. And some of the reviews I actually disagree with. Some of the reviews said, "Oh, the virtual reality is good," but they kept coming out of the virtual reality. The problem I had with this book is I hated the virtual reality in this book. It's not a game. Like they say, this is not a game. That's actually the tagline in this book. Well, the game is not a game. With Ready Player One and with Warcross, it's a game. There are missions, there are quests, there are leaderboards. This is a huge, big virtual reality sandbox. Basically, the game itself is you just get dumped into this beautiful looking world with animals and different non-playing characters. There's really not any kind of quest or anything. So basically, when you dump a bunch of players in there and they can do whatever they want, they basically try to kill each other and screw each other. That's basically what Otherworld is. Because there's nothing else for these people to do in this world. And then suddenly the actual inhabitants of the world get upset with the players because they're kind of treating them badly. I don't even want to get into the problems I have with this virtual world. It doesn't even have, as a world, it doesn't even have a save feature. So you can pretty much, there are some games where if you don't save it in a place where it's safe, like you could still get killed. This book, in this game, anywhere you save, at least from what I got from the book, anywhere you save, you can still die. So you can save your game anywhere and you can still die. So you got to have people always watching your avatar while you're away. Okay, well, that's my my thoughts of the actual virtual world. Let me get into the actual story. There's this character, Simon, who meets this girl, Kat, when they're very young. She lives basically kind of development. It's like a little wooded area. He meets this woman. They kind of, as children, they kind of form this attachment. Then they kind of grow apart. So what he does is he goes and he buys this expensive virtual reality gear, like $6,000, and he sends it to her so him and her can actually meet again in this other world. Well, the parents obviously don't like that. that he went and stole their credit card and took a lot of money to meet this girl again, and they send him off. They go to a different country actually, and they send him off to like a boarding school. And from situations that happen, he actually comes back. He gets to come back to their house, come back to the town, and she's a lot different than what she was when he left. And so it's a whole big investigation of why is she like she is. Oh, they destroyed his gear, so he couldn't actually get into Otherworld again. The parents, before they sent him away. So that was all we saw of Otherworld. A small little snippet in the beginning of the book. So when he comes back, she's different. She's with these bad group of friends. She's got kind of like an annoying stepfather that wasn't there before. And so he's trying to find what's going on with her. Why is she acting so weird? What's going on with her? Why is she hanging out with these bad kids? An accident happens at a party. And she goes into what they call locked-in syndrome, which is basically like a coma, where she has no interaction with the outside world. A bunch of the friends also from this party that he went to had this accident that caused him to have locked-in syndrome. So the company, Milo, why did we name Milo? Milo Yol, how do you say his name? Milo Yolan? The developer of the game supposedly has this new virtual reality gear, better than Otherworld, and a new world for these people with locked-in syndrome. It's supposed to be able to give these people this whole virtual reality experience that they can live their lives, taste and feel and experience the whole world, even though they're locked into like a coma or a vegetative state. So they give her this special fancy gear, and Simon winds up getting his hands on one of those gears as well, and tries to find her in this virtual world. This virtual world is connected to Otherworld, so they wind up going into Otherworld, and that's pretty much the story. He comes in and out of Otherworld, trying to figure out the pieces of how is this world set up as far as like what's the purpose, the dangers of this world. He finds out the secret agenda that the company has for this game and for this world. And I'll be honest with you, I actually liked when he was outside the virtual world more than inside the virtual world, because I didn't like the virtual world. And when he was trying to actually figure out like who was behind it, and there was somebody on the outside helping him, who was that person, and the different, and as far as his creator, I did not like the book though, because I didn't like the virtual world. I was actually more excited to read stuff outside the virtual world than the virtual world. The characters were kind of one-dimensional. There was a little bit of humor in it. Jason Segel's a funny guy. There's a little bit, but I actually expected a lot more in this, and I didn't. So, sadly, like I said, I only gave it 2.5 stars. It's just a bust for me. And the name of the book is Otherworld. Maybe you would like it. If you would like that kind of world that I described. Just basically a nothing world where it's just player versus player, and it's like a Second Life and a DayZ combined with like no other actual storyline or anything. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't like the book, and that's just my general opinion. So that is my review for Otherworld by Jason Segel and Kristen Miller. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you soon.